Chapter 22-29 Chats at the Immortal Rest Tower. Chapter 22-29 Chats at the Immortal Rest Tower. Void Marketplace Merchant Tower has always been the #1 Immortal Rest Tower of the Void Marketplace. All races and divine emperors liked staying here as they could get the latest news and the best residence here. However, the rooms were too tight. Most people could only stay in the hall except for some early comers. A blue-robed woman sat quietly at one corner. She had been here for a long time and never asked for anything other than a kettle of immortal tea. Perhaps because she came early, she had a table all to herself. The Immortal Rest Tower was big, but because there were so many people, almost every table was full. However, no one went up to her table to sit with her. No one dared to take this table by force purely because this woman came from the human race and was a Tao Actualization Divine Emperor. A Tao Actualization Divine Emperor was nothing in the Void Marketplace. There were Tao Actualization Divine Emperors everywhere, but she was from the human race. The human race had high status in the Void Marketplace. No people would offend human race for no reason. She didn't come here for long and felt confused that no one came to her side. She knew she was nothing in the Void Marketplace. Even if someone came to her table, she wouldn't say anything. At this moment, another woman came into the hall. She saw the seats were all full and frowned. She wore light green immortal robes. She emitted this immortal aura that was beyond realms. Her long hair casually on her shoulders, showing her unparalleled figure. Every realm had countless extremely beautiful women, and there were even more in the Void Marketplace. However, everyone was certain that they were nothing compared to this green-robed woman. The blue-robed woman was extremely beautiful, but when she saw this green-robed woman, she knew she was like an ugly duckling compared to the green-robed woman. She got up and said, "Immortal friend, I have some space here. If you don't mind, please sit over." The green-robed woman saw a good-looking goddess invite her and immediately went over and thanked. "We're all from the human race, and we're all Tao Actualization Divine Emperor. We have some fate to encounter each other. Why thank me? I'm called Nya Shuang Shuang. May I ask, Martial Sister?" The blue-robed woman smiled. The blue-robed woman was Nya Shuang Shuang, who vindicated Tao at the Ice God Palace, and went to the Divine Tao Realm, and then came to the Void Marketplace from the Divine Tao Realm. After Nya Shuang Shuang ambushed Yi Mo, she became solitary and didn't like talking. She had always been in solitary cultivation or adventuring alone in the Chaos Star Realm. When she reached Tao Molding Divine Emperor, she became better. Then she left the Ice God Palace and came to the Divine Tao Realm. The green-robed woman thanked, "I'm called Jun Bingyu." Nya Shuang Shuang had never heard of this name and asked, "Martial Sister Bingyu, are you here to find opportunity to break through?" Jun Bingyu shook her head. "No, I came here to look for someone." Then she stopped talking. This was Nya Shuang Shuang's first time seeing someone who talked less than her. She didn't know anything about the Void Marketplace, so she asked quietly, "Martial Sister Bingyu, I see there's a lot of people here, and I'm sitting alone. Why does no one come sit next to me?" Jun Bingyu smiled, "Because you're a human race divine emperor. Before you agree, no one would come over." "Why?" "When I just arrived at the Divine Tao Realm, I heard that the Divine Tao Realm was broken, and the human race had very low status. Why is there such a change?" Nya Shuang Shuang asked. Jun Bingyu thought for a long while before saying, "Because a pill divine of the human race appeared. He was not only a pill divine, but also created a huge name for the human race, especially in this Immortal Rest Tower. Xinghong Divine Emperor of this tower is really close to him and takes care of the human race." Zhen Bingyu thought of the days she was with Yi Mo. There are countless powerful beings in the void marketplace. The human race has such divine emperor. How could he create such a huge name in the void marketplace? Nia Shuang asked in disbelief. This time, another human divine emperor said, "Of course. Pill divine, ye killed more than 100 Aquarius race divine emperor at the God rank square. He also took back the spots belonging to the human race for the Tao Fruit Tower. Then the Aquarius race attacked the divine Tao realm. But what happened? They ran back. They ran because they were scared of Pill Divine. Yi Nia Shuang had been focused on cultivation and didn't care about that much. However, she did hear about the Aquarius race attacking the divine Tao realm. She didn't expect this involved a human Pill Divine, slaying more than 100 of their divine emperors. That's nothing. When Pill Divine, Yi, went to the dragon race for Aoshi Divine Emperor's primordial essence ceremony, 6 or 7 primordial essence divine emperors attacked Pill Divine Yi, but they weren't able to keep him. Now, who would dare to talk shit to Pill Divine Yi one-on-one? Another human divine emperor said. Nia Shuang was very shocked. She knew the human race had no primordial essence divine emperor. Didn't this mean that this Pill Divine Yi was human race primordial essence divine emperor? Just when she wanted to ask, another sneer sounded. Pill Divine Yi is indeed powerful, but he's still dead. Otherwise, why has there been no news of him for 1,000 years ever since he left the dragon race? Plus your human race only has a Pill Divine Yi. Who else in the human race is powerful? On the top 10 of God rank, do you see a single human divine emperor? Good point. The divine Tao realm is broken. If it wasn't for our Aquarius race, Desui divine emperor showing mercy, there would be no divine Tao realm. Yi Mo is not bad, but that's only with Tao essence divine emperors. If he encounters primordial essence divine emperors, he can only run. If Yi Mo comes here, even our Aquarius race, Ri Guang divine emperor, can take him down easily. Much less divine, rank number 2 beast race Tianhua divine emperor. A watery Tao actualization divine emperor immediately said. The human divine emperor heard this and got up, run from a few primordial essence divine emperor. If you're good, then why don't you show me and run? If Pill Divine Yi was here, that Rui Guang wouldn't even last one move. In that case, I will challenge you. If you're strong, come fight me on the stage at the God rank square. The Aquarius divine emperor said with annoyance. Okay, I will fight with you. Unexpectedly, it was this green-robed goddess who agreed. The Aquarius divine emperor looked at Zhen Bingyu in shock. Goddess, you're from the human race, but I didn't challenge you. Zhen Bingyu said coldly, I'm uncomfortable with anyone who dares to say bad things about Yi Mo. If you don't challenge me, very well, I will challenge you. Nia Shuang was thinking how there could be such a coincidental name. She had already severed Yi Mo with everything in the past. Was everyone who was called this name, this eye-catching? She got up and asked Zhen Bingyu, Martial Sister Bingyu, that Yi Mo, what relationship are you with Yi Mo? Why are you fighting for him? The Aquarius divine emperor disrespected Yi Mo verbally, but he was very scared of Yi Mo. News of Yi Mo suppressing Aquarius primordial essence divine emperor when Desui had long spread everywhere. I'm his lover. What? You don't dare to go? Zhen Bingyu said calmly. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip, you can use left, right, A, and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2230 No Return. Chapter 2230 No Return. Humph, I'm an Aquarius Tao actualization divine emperor. I'm not going to care about a woman like you. The Aquarius divine emperor sneered and left angrily. Zhen Bingyu sat down calmly and said nothing. the entire hall calmed down too. Everyone knew that the Aquarius Divine Emperor didn't really leave because Zhen Bingyu was a woman. There was no difference between men and women in battle at the Void Marketplace. The reason the Divine Emperor left quickly was because she said that she was someone Yi Mo loved. Who was Yi Mo? No matter how much the Aquarius and Beast race degraded Yi Mo, Yi Mo's name in the Void Marketplace had never shivered. He killed more than 100 Divine Emperors and swore at Wen Deshui in the Dragon race, but Wen Deshui didn't dare to say anything. A few Primordial Essence Divine Emperors wanted to stop Yi Mo, but Yi Mo left casually. There were hundreds of witnesses there, and all these witnesses were powerful people. Then there was news that the Dragon race, Beast race, Aquarius race, and Demon race Primordial Essence Divine Emperors joined up to find Yi Mo, but they disappeared along with Yi Mo. These news caused many guesses. Some people guessed that the 4 Primordial Essence Divine Emperor fought with Yi Mo in a huge battle, and they all died. Some people guessed that these 4 Primordial Essence Divine Emperors killed Yi Mo and didn't want people to say things, so they went into solitary cultivation. Other people guessed that these 4 Primordial Essence Divine Emperors and Yi Mo were all heavily injured, so they hid and treated their injuries. Regardless, it was Yi Mo fighting for Primordial Essence Divine Emperors. Yi Mo could fight 4 Primordial Essence Divine Emperors. This little Tao Actualization Divine Emperor was truly lesser than an insect to Yi Mo. If he really offended Yi Mo's woman, then he would have nowhere to run when Yi Mo came back. When he heard Zhen Bingyu was Yi Mo's woman, he just used an excuse to leave. Martial's sister Bingyu, the Yi Mo you spoke about came from the immortal realm? Nya Shuang finally had the chance to ask. Zhen Bingyu nodded. Yes, your human race Divine Emperor. Do you really not know him? Nya Shuang waved out an image and asked shakily, Martial's sister Bingyu, is Pill Divine Yi this person? Zhen Bingyu wiped the image away and said with some annoyance, yes. She didn't like it how Nya Shuang clearly knew Yi Mo, but still spoke like this. If Yi Mo wasn't famous at all, then she wouldn't be angry. However, Yi Mo was famous in both the immortal realm, Divine Tao realm, and the Void Marketplace. Yet, Nya Shuang said she didn't know him. You are someone Yi Mo likes? Nya Shuang asked, forcefully controlling her shakiness. Why couldn't Yi Mo like her? This question made Zhen Bingyu very uncomfortable. She frowned. He's who I like. I came here to find him. Then Zhen Bingyu turned to leave. She didn't like talking to Nya Shuang. There was no point. Nya Shuang gave her the feeling of someone she didn't want to be friends with. Nya Shuang got up and looked at Zhen Bingyu's disappearing figure. Suddenly, she felt her entire body shake. She was a Tao Actualization Divine Emperor, but she couldn't control her body from shaking. In order to vindicate her greatest Tao, she severed her pastimes and ambushed Yi Mo. However, Yi Mo wasn't killed, and many years later, she couldn't even look up to him. This was the stepping stone to her great Tao. A bitter scorn came up to her mouth. Compared to Yi Mo, who was above primordial essence, Nya Shuang felt her great Tao was a joke. Even that Zhen Bingyu was many times stronger than her. When Yi Mo's name was mentioned like that, Zhen Bingyu would get up to fight for Yi Mo. Meanwhile, she had liked Yi Mo too and just sealed those things. But what did she do? Yi Mo took her to the immortal realm and sent her to an immortal king who could save her. He was still worried about her and found his way all the way to Ice God Palace. Just how hard was it for an ordinary immortal to find it there? However, she didn't even think about this. How she repaid Yi Mo was by tricking Yi Mo into her room and pulling down the Ice God formation. Yi Mo was fine under there, meaning his cultivation level was definitely beyond Immortal King. That meant that Yi Emo could have gone to the Ice God Palace for revenge, but Yi Emo never went. Nye Shuang Shuang suddenly felt sad. She would rather Yi Emo come to her for revenge. Yi Emo didn't do that, meaning he didn't even have hate for her. Perhaps in Yi Mo's mind there was no longer Nye Shuang Shuang. Zhen Bingyu was many times better than her. She was very powerful, but she didn't need to sever love to vindicate her Tao. At this moment, she would rather she was Nye Shuang Shuang, who never recovered her memories. She would still rather be that innocent Nye Shuang Shuang. She knew that the moment she pulled down the formation, she had lost everything. Some lost things could be found, but some lost things would never come back. Nye Shuang Shuang suddenly thought of the song she heard at the Qingwei Abyssal River. Yesterday is gone forever. Happiness is more precious than anything. The spilt water can't be taken back. When she first heard this song, she thought it was another earthling who came to the immortal realm. But now, she realized that Yi Emo sang that song. She remembered this song because at the bar in Beijing, she sat with Yi Emo and the song played in the bar. Nye Shuang Shuang was lost in her thought. After a long while, she got up, but then she realized that even if she went back to the Divine Tao realm, she wouldn't be able to get back to the Qingwei Abyssal River. She sighed and looked at the busy Immortal Rest Tower. Her heart was empty. In the Golden Page world, Qi Wanqing, who was Immortal King primary stage, and Mu Xiaoyan, who was Tao Nourishment, sat facing each other, but had no mood for cultivation. Ever since Mu Xiaoyan vindicated Tao, she made no progress. She was worried about Yi Emo hadn't come to the Golden Page world for this long. Small Ginseng, Shadowless, and Qiu Rang knew the masters weren't happy and moved to the side. They were very worried about Yi Emo, but without Yi Mo's permission, they couldn't even scan their spirit sense out, much less go outside. Martial sister Xiaoyun, martial sister Wanqing. I'm certain that Brother Yi is fine. Otherwise, the Golden Page world wouldn't be fine. If there was someone who could do anything to Brother Yi, how could he not spirit control the Golden Page world after all these years? We've been fine in the Golden Page world, meaning that Brother Yi is fine. Qing Ru comforted. She had reached Tao molding Divine Emperor. She had been comforting Qi Wanqing and Mu Xiaonan these years. She was a bit worried too. We'll wait for another while. If there's still no news of husband, I'm going to think of a way to leave here. Mu Xiaoyan said firmly. The other two didn't talk, clearly agreeing to her. MOU Immortal Sect. It was sect in the low heaven domain, but it was the biggest sect of the 33 heavens. The MOU Immortal Sect was filled with people. Luo Ying was sitting at the top. Next to her was Song Yangzhu, Ning Qingxue, and Su Jingwen. Sui Hua, Su Ping, Li Yuqian, Yiling, Tang Beiwei, Lin Yibin, Su Tong, Shi Tai, Su Changjia, Gujida were all here. Even Lu Feng, Hongling, Yinhui, and them were here. Yimo's head looked low. She sat in one corner as though she was just told off. Luo Ying said slowly, Yimo set up MOU City on Luoyu continent, and then MOU Immortal Sect in Gonghua Heaven. What's the purpose of this? It's not to show off. He did this so we can gather together. Now, other than people who haven't ascended from MOU City, the rest are all gathered here. Luo Ying then looked at Yimo and said, It's easy to go to the Divine Tao realm from MOU Immortal Sect, but what happens if you go there? Do you want Yimo to look for you guys again? Yimo, you can reach Immortal Emperor. Other than your talent, you should think about how many cultivation resources you got. Jean Gwen, you're the same. These cultivation resources are all brought back by Yimo. This is why the MOU Immortal Sect is more powerful than other sections. Yimo groaned. Anisusu, why could Sister Binyu go to Divine Tao realm? Luo Ing sighed, but still explained, she's different to us. She's not a part of the MOU Immortal sect, so she can go. From now on, I'm not allowing MOU Immortal sect to go to the Divine Tao realm until Yi Mo comes back. Even if you go to the Divine Tao realm, you might not get more cultivation resources. The Divine Tao realm is broken and cultivation resources are lacking. Chapter 22:31 9 Arrows of Divine Extermination. Chapter 22:31 9 Arrows of Divine Extermination. In a space sealed for unknown years, Little Blue finally pulled out the God Slaughter Gray Spear. He had been melting this spear for nearly 1,000 years and finally melted most of it. Then he pulled the spear. The God Slaughter Gray Spear was a primordial spirit artifact, but now Little Blue threw it on the side, like trash. Little Blue's attention was focused on Yi Mo. As soon as this spear was pulled away, Yi Mo's injuries were instantly filled by the Chaos Tree's life force. Before the life force emitted by the Chaos Tree and the destruction of the God Slaughter Gray Spear formed a balance. Without the Chaos Tree, countless Yi Mos would have turned to dust. Now that the God Slaughter Gray Spear was pulled away, Yi Mo's life force rapidly recovered. But soon Little Blue noticed something wrong. Yi Mo's life force and body were repaired, but Yi Mo still floated in this space, having no signs of waking up. This time, Little Blue was truly worried. He thought pulling the God Slaughter Gray Spear away would wake Yi Mo. In reality, that was the only thing Little Blue could do. Little Blue saw a subtle tree behind Yi Mo. It immediately thought of the Chaos Tree and quickly called, "Big Tree, I've done all I can. The rest is up to you. If you still can't wake Boss up, you're too shit." Little Blue learned most of his language with Shadowless and Small Ginseng. However, the Chaos Tree didn't disappoint Little Blue. Even if Little Blue didn't speak, the Chaos Tree intended to help. A boundless tree appeared not far behind Yi Mo. It emitted endless life force and Chaos Tree. These chi were all sent into Yi Mo's body. Yi Mo's completely destroyed foundation nirvana'd. His meridian and sea of consciousness reformed. After a light cracking sound, Yi Mo woke up. Instantly, Yi Mo realized that the Chaos Tree was rebuilding his foundation through nirvana. He forgot he had the Chaos Tree. Other people's foundation may never be recovered after being destroyed, but that didn't include him. The Chaos Tree was the number tree across countless realms. It was born with the universe. What couldn't it do? Plus, this Chaos Tree went through nirvana just like him. It knew how to build his foundation better. Yi Mo didn't want to think about anything else. He cooperated with the Chaos Tree and life force, rebuilding his foundation and sea of consciousness. His power was recovering. He was getting stronger. The sea of consciousness went through nirvana, void, and the life and death nirvana. Now, Yi Mo's spirit will 9 transformations reached the 8th level samsara. Immediately, Yi Mo's sea of consciousness stabilized. His spirit sense could easily pierce out this void. Yi Mo forced down his surprise and joy. He was still at Tao essence power, but there was a fundamental change to his sea of consciousness. He could even penetrate this restricted space with his spirit sense. Yi Mo saw Qi Wanqing's eyes were red. Clearly, she was very worried about him. "MHM, Brother Yi, as long as you're back," Qi Wanqing said. After Yi Mo spoke with Mu Xiaoyan and Qi Wanqing, Qing Ru came over. Then Small Ginseng and Shadowless ran over. Yi Mo felt surprised why Qing Ru was still Tao molding Divine Emperor. And he also felt an extremely familiar Tao wave on Qing Ru. However, this involved Qing Ru's Tao path, so he didn't ask. After talking for a while, the group left the Golden Page world and came to Yi Mo's MOU boat. Of course, it was Shadowless and Small Ginseng controlling it. Yi Mo and them chatted for a while letting them enjoy the vast void view. Yi Mo went to check his loot. In the Golden Page world, Yi Mo looked at the pile of extreme grade god spirit range and was completely dazed. These primordial essence divine emperors were too wealthy. Yi Mo found nearly 300 billion god crystals. Compared to the countless materials, magic artifact, and god spirit herbs, these god crystals were nothing. This wealth truly shocked Yi Mo. Just how long would he need to concoct and forge to use them all? Plus, there were mountains of magic artifacts. Did he even need to forge any? What gave Yi Mo the greatest surprise was Shuga Jichen's thing. When Yi Mo picked up the landscape painting scroll, this was a primordial spirit artifact. However, Yi Mo also found a chaos space magic artifact. It was a gourd, and inside was all abstruse yellow chi. Yi Mo sighed. He wasn't the only one with great fortune. Zhuge Jichen was rather young, but he was primordial essence divine emperor and had this many good things. If he didn't die, these abstruse yellow chi was enough to help him form a 5-element world. However, he died to little blue. Yi Mo looked down on Wen Desui the most, but he gave Yi Mo an even bigger surprise. Yi Mo found the last golden arrow of divine extermination in his truth spirit world. Finally, Yi Mo's set was complete. No wonder Wen Desui wanted the golden arrow of divine extermination. He already had one. Yi Mo collected these things and had decided to go back to the divine Dao realm first. Repairing the divine Dao realm required primordial essence power. He was only half a step from primordial essence. The chaos tree was on him, but it was quite withered due to helping him. However, the abstruse yellow chi would help. He just needed to find the missing piece of the world mountain and then spirit control the entire world mountain. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2232, Unable to be Suppressed. Chapter 2232, Unable to be Suppressed. Boss, we're about to reach the Void Marketplace. Should we go in? Shadowless felt extremely satisfied, controlling the MOU boat. Let's have a look. Since they were going past it, Yi Mo wanted to go in and look. Xinghong helped him a lot. Although he helped Xinghong a lot too, Yi Mo was still very grateful to Xinghong. Taishu Wan, long time no see. As soon as Yi Mo entered the Void Marketplace, he saw a black-robed man. Yi Mo immediately recognized this person. It was Taishu Wan who dealt the primordial essence Dawn Fruit with him. Taishu Wan was previously God rank number 1, but he had long reached Dao Essence now. It's you. Taishu sure looked at Yi Mo in shock. There was a few people behind Yi Mo and even an ice ginseng king. Yi Mo was half primordial essence now. He didn't even fear primordial essence divine emperor. So when he entered the Void Marketplace, he took Shadowless and them out. The Void Marketplace was very busy. Although the Golden Page world was good, it would get boring if you spent too much time inside. Plus, they have been staying inside for more than 1,000 years. That's right, it's me. I'm as nice as before. Yi Mo smiled at Taishu Wan. When Taishu Wan left, he threatened him that they would meet again. Hearing this, Taishu Wan's face went stale, but he wasn't worried. He saluted with his fists and said, "I'm no match for you now. I take back my threat to you before. However, after I reach primordial essence, I still hope to see you again." Seeing meant fighting. Clearly, he had heard of Yi Mo's fame. Yi Mo smiled. "Then come find me when you're primordial essence. Don't disappoint me." Okay. Taishu Wan turned and left. After walking a few steps, he said, "Pill Divine, Yi, I admire you a lot. At least you're not fake." "Brother Yi, what did he mean?" Chi Wanqing asked in confusion. Yi Mo smiled. He thinks his things are very precious, but I don't even consider it valuable. Yi Mo knew that Taishu Wan had at least another primordial essence dawn fruit, but Yi Mo didn't even mention it. Clearly, he didn't want it at all. Shadowless looked at the busy streets of the Void Marketplace and almost danced in joy. He loved this place. Boss, can you give me some god crystals and let me take Chiu Rang and small ginseng for a spin? Shadowless looked at Yi Mo pitifully. Qing Ru had been in the Golden Page world for this many years and knew Shadowless and them very well. She smiled and said, "Why don't I take them out?" Yi Mo thought that although the Void Marketplace was big and there were so many restrictions, they couldn't stop his spirit sense at all. So he nodded. Okay, but Shadowless, remember this. If you dare to start trouble in the Void Marketplace, then only small ginseng and Chiu Rang would be coming out. You will have no hope. Boss, I understand. I promise I won't start trouble, Shadowless said, and went out before even waiting for Qing Ru. Qing Ru got a storage ring from Yi Mo and followed Shadowless and them. Yi Mo's face changed. What happened? Husband? Mu Xiaonan quickly asked. I'm going to the God Rank Square. Come over immediately. Yi Mo said, and then disappeared. Where is the God Rank Square? Qi Wanqing looked at Mu Xiaoyun in confusion. Mu Xiaoyun pulled Qi Wanqing's hand and said, I know. Follow me. Bingyu, how are you here? Yi Mo's voice sounded before he landed. He saw Zhen Bingyu face multiple divine emperors alone. There were even 2 Dao Essence divine emperors. There were a few divine emperors on Zhen Bingyu's side, but they looked weaker. Both sides were emanating with killing intent. Clearly, they would be fighting at any time. Although Zhen Bingyu was Dao actualization, she might be instantly killed facing a few Dao essences. However, Yi Mo was still shocked that Zhen Bingyu's cultivation level progressed this quickly. Zhen Bingyu immediately saw Yi Mo. This instant, her eyes were filled with joy and excitement. She had been to the Void Marketplace countless times, as Yi Mo last came to the Void Marketplace before disappearing. She wanted to see if she could find Yi Mo here, and now she really did. Yi Mo felt Zhen Bingyu's eyes and temperament change. He didn't know what this change was, but it was different than before. More unexpectedly, Zhen Bingyu suddenly collected her killing intent and charged up to Yi Mo, hugging him. Yi Mo could even feel she was shaking. Yi Mo dazed. How could Zhen Bingyu have such avid emotions? This wasn't right. She was completely different to her cold look before. This aroma and soft body squeezed into Yi Mo's arms. Yi Mo, who was caught off guard, felt some heat. What appeared in his mind was Zhen Bingyu taking off her clothes. However, now that Zhen Bingyu was wearing clothes, he felt more heat than before. I want to do the things that flesh and bodies do. Zhen Bingyu's whisper sounded by Yi Mo's ear that exploded Yi Mo's mind. He was almost about to take Zhen Bingyu away immediately, but he quickly calmed down. He instantly understood Zhen Bingyu's change. Her Dao changed. Her Dao went from emotionless Dao to emotional Dao. This was related to him. Yi Mo really understood why Zhen Bingyu wanted to make love to him. It wasn't that she really wanted to do that, but because she wanted to help him reach divine body. It wasn't strange for Dao partners to embrace each other in the Void Marketplace. However, it was strange that Yi Mo and Zhen Bingyu embraced together. With Zhen Bingyu's look, no one could find a woman prettier than her in the Void Marketplace. Yet, such a goddess, hugged with a man in front of everyone. Zhen Bingyu felt Yi Mo's reaction and was overjoyed. She finally sensed Yi Mo caring about her. But soon, Yi Mo patted Zhen Bingyu's back and said, Bingyu, what's going on? Why did you almost fight those little beasts? Chapter 2233, 100-Year Later Battle. Chapter 2230, 300-year later battle. So you're Pill Divine Yi. I'm Aquarius race, Rui Guang. This immortal friend Zheng had no respect for elders. She was extremely rude. A tall man saluted with his fists and said, "Haha, extremely rude." Another human Tao actualization stood out and scorned before saluting with his fists to Yi Mo, Yi Qian Bei, the Tao actualization divine emperor next to Rui Guang scorned Qian Bei at the void immortal rest tower square. He said that Qian Bei can only escape in the wake of primordial essence divine emperor. Goddess Bingyu disagreed and challenged him. The divine emperor didn't dare to agree, but then Rui Guang suddenly came to the void marketplace and stopped Goddess Bingyu here, wanting to teach her a lesson for disrespecting Aquarius race Tao essence divine. Emperor Yi Mo realized what happened. Zhen Bingyu's Tao heart changed, but her character wouldn't change. She wouldn't start trouble for no reason. The main reason she got angry was probably because of the Aquarius race sneering at him. Yi Mo had seen this Rui Guang on the divine rank square. He was ranked 9th amongst Tao Essence Divine Emperor. Pill Divine Yi, when the Aquarius race army attacked the divine Tao realm, Desui Divine Emperor considered the long-time friendship of our two race. Despite having a complete advantage, the Aquarius race retreated. Before he finished, Rui Guang felt he couldn't move at all. Did the Aquarius race attack the divine Tao realm? Yi Mo's ice-cold voice fell into the ears of the Tao Essence Divine Emperor. Rui Guang completely forgot to answer. There was only shock in his heart. He was the 9th ranked Tao Essence Divine Emperor. He could even kill ordinary half-primordial essence. He thought Yi Mo was only a bit stronger than him. However, he couldn't even more in front of Yi Mo. How could this huge difference not shock him? Yi Qianbei, the Aquarius race did indeed attack the divine Tao realm 1,000 years ago. They killed nearly 1,000 people of the divine Tao realm. For some reason, they suddenly left despite having the complete advantage. At the time, it was Yao Pu and half-primordial essence Ma Hong leading the army. The human Tao actualization explained again. Yi Mo's face went cold. He couldn't be bothered listening anymore and waved out a lightning spear. This 1-kilometer lightning spear appeared out of nowhere. This Tao essence could only watch as the spear smashed towards his body. Instantly, his soul was annihilated. He collected the loot and said to the other Aquarius race divine emperor, "Piss off and tell your race I will soon go visit the Aquarius race." The other Aquarius divine emperors didn't dare to say a thing. Rui Guang was the number 1 Tao essence of their race, and yet he was killed by Yi Mo like an insect. Pill Divine Yi is so dominant. A bleak voice sounded, and then a square-faced man appeared. His Tao wave flowed. Clearly he was a primordial essence divine emperor. His hair stood up like metal pins. Before Yi Mo finished, a few more people landed. The first to land was a young man. He was extremely handsome and also Tao essence. Yi Mo felt a similar Tao wave to Zhuge Jichen from him. Since he was related to Zhuge Jichen, he was definitely from the beast race. This square-faced man was probably from the beast race too. He didn't expect beast race to have 2 primordial essence divine emperor. The 2 people who came later were Kong Han Divine Emperor and Peng Yuan. They were both half primordial essence. Greet Pill Divine, Yi. The 2 quickly bowed. Peng Yuan was more respectful. Ever since leaving the Dragon Palace, he felt very scared of Yi Mo. The square fell silent with the arrival of the primordial essence divine emperor. Yi Mo was very powerful, but on the surface he wasn't primordial essence divine emperor yet. Plus, many things about Yi Mo was stories. Even though Yi Mo killed the 9th ranked Tao Essence Divine Emperor, Rui Guang was still a Tao Essence Divine Emperor. A primordial Essence Divine Emperor can easily kill the strongest Tao Essence Divine Emperor. Pill Divine Yi Why would you suddenly appear here after disappearing for so many years? This square-faced primordial essence saw that Yi Mo ignored him, and his face sunk. Yi Mo said calmly, "What does that have to do with you? Who do you think you are?" Hearing this, the primordial essence immediately emitted killing intent. The nearby divine emperors below Tao essence were easily pushed away, but when this lethal force came before Yi Mo, it was turned to nothing. Seeing the two about to fight, Kong Han quickly bowed. "Pill divine, Yi. This is beast race primordial essence divine emperor Fan Gao." Yi Mo knew that Kong Han was worried about two primordial essence divine emperors fighting here. Yi Mo interrupted. "Immortal friend Kong Han, don't worry. Even if I fight, it won't be here. Yi Mo, my uncle went to find you." "Why are you here? Why hasn't my uncle appeared?" That handsome Tao essence divine emperor couldn't resist asking. "Are you a dog keeper? You lose your dog, and you come asking me?" Yi Mo sneered. The Tao essence's face went bad. His killing intent was also bursting out. However, Fan Gao said, "Tianhua, don't worry." At this moment, this primordial essence calmed down instead. Yi Mo knew that it wasn't Fan Gao's temper improving, but he felt his power. This handsome Tao essence was called Tianhua. He was probably divine Tao rank number 2, Zhuge Tianhua. "Pill divine, ye are beast race primordial essence divine emperor Zhuge Jichen. An Aquarius race when Desui as well as demon race primordial essence divine emperor Pu Yangxi and dragon race primordial essence divine emperor Ao, she disappeared at the same time. Now that you appeared, but they haven't, I hope you can give us a resolution. I know you won't now. 100 years later, the 4 races will go ask at the divine Tao realm. As for the conflict between Pill Divine Yi and the Aquarius race, the beast race will take it. Fan Gao pulled Zhuge Tianhua. Tianhua, let's go. We'll seek an answer 100 years later." Before Yi Mo could respond, he took Zhuge Tianhua and left, soon disappearing from the void. The surrounding people saw that even Fan Gao didn't dare to fight Yi Mo and immediately knew that the tales were true. Yi Mo was truly a primordial essence divine emperor. Yi Mo didn't care. He knew why Fan Gao decided 100 years. Zhuge Tianhua was Tao essence peak stage. He definitely would be able to reach primordial essence in 100 years. He was also going to use these 100 years to contact the other races and attack the divine Tao realm together. Yi Mo had decided to use this 100 years to get a few helpers. That Jiao Dan was good. As for Len Shuachi and Tang Songyin, even if they couldn't help him, he must ensure they won't be invited by the other races. Now, he had to go back to the divine Tao realm and understand how much power they had. "Pill Divine Yi, last time you came to the Void Marketplace, we didn't greet you well. If Pill Divine Yi Mo knew Kong Han wanted to invite him over, but he rejected. Thank you, immortal friend Kong Han, but it will have to wait till next time. I'm leaving the Void Marketplace now. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters." Chapter 2234 Good Thing. Chapter 2234 Good Thing, an extreme grade flying god artifact, left the Void Marketplace and charged into the void. Fan Gao, who just left, stood at the front of the ship, but he was very calm. He didn't seem angry at all. Zhuge Tianhua stood next to him and also seemed very calm. "Divine Emperor, was my uncle really ambushed by Yi Mo?" Zhuge Tianhua asked seriously. Fan Gao thought for a long while before saying, "I'm not certain if Yi Mo is primordial essence divine emperor yet or not, but I'm certain he's no weaker than me. 1,000 years ago, his power was definitely not at this level. Even Pu Yangxi would be no weaker than him, much less Jichen. I would definitely not believe that Yi Mo can kill 4 primordial essence divine emperor face to face." but that Yi Mo is very cunning and experienced in formation. If Yi Mo ambushed them, there's a sliver of possibility. However, I'm certain that Yi Mo knows something about them for disappearing as they disappeared at the same time. Zhuge Tianhua opened his mouth, but didn't keep asking. Did you want to ask why I didn't take him out at the square? Fan Gao saw this. Zhuge Tianhua nodded. Yes, you're stronger than my uncle. With Yimo's power, we should be able to take him. Fan Gao shook his head. You underestimate him too much. He left easily with 5 primordial essence divine emperors going after him at the Dragon Palace. Even if evenly matched with him, you wouldn't be able to stop him. Plus, if we fight with Yi Mo at the square, it would hinder us seeking help from other races. Other people would think we lost to Yi Mo, and then we went to them for help. This would put the beast race at a disadvantage. Of course, this is just one of the reasons. Does Divine Emperor want me to reach primordial essence within 100 years? Zhuge Tianhua asked. Fan Gao nodded. That's right. Regardless, it's no small matter that primordial essence divine emperors of the 4 race disappeared going after Yi Mo. Perhaps they had conflict over the Chaos Green Lotus, or perhaps they were ambushed by Yi Mo. The beast race only has me as primordial essence divine emperor other than Jichen. The demon race is mysterious. I'm certain they still have 1 or 2 primordial essence divine emperors left. Didn't you see that as soon as Pu Yangxi disappeared at Yi, Yuanzhou jumped out? As for the dragon race, they have even greater foundations. Other than Ao Shi, they definitely have more than just Ao Wan. As for the Aquarius race, although they have a lot of Tao Essence Divine Emperors, I'm certain the only primordial Essence Divine Emperor is Des Hui. Read latest chapters at Wuxia World. EU if you vindicate primordial essence. Then no matter how scary that Yi Mo is, I can fight him feeling assured. Otherwise, I would be very limited. I understand. Where are we going now? Zhuge Tianhua answered. Fan Gao said, of course the demon race. I heard the demon race has a saint who is Tao Essence Peak Stage Power, just like you. I'll take you to see the demon race primordial essence divine emperor. It's best that we can have a marriage alliance before fighting Yi Mo. Zhuge Tianhua didn't object. Small Ginseng, Shadowless, and Qiu Rang followed Qingru and happily wandered the streets of Void Marketplace. Although Small Ginseng was Ice Ginseng King, no divine emperors at the Void Marketplace were idiots. How could an Ice Ginseng King who dared to roam the streets be simple? Plus, Shadowless had this powerful dragon chi. No one dared to mess with them. Some people have already found out that Small Ginseng and them came with Pill Divine, Yi to the Void Marketplace. Martial Sister Qingru. In a joyful voice, Nie Shuang appeared before Qingru. Qingru was happy to be able to see someone she knew at the Void Marketplace. She didn't really like Nie Shuang's Tao. She felt Nie Shuang was too cold and emotionless. Saint Shuang, I didn't expect to see you here. Qingru said, hearing Qingru still call her saint and not martial sister. Nie Shuang's eyes dimmed a little, but she soon recovered. Martial sister Qingru, you're also a Tao molding divine emperor after all these years. After pausing for a moment, Nie Shuang asked Martial sister Qingru, can I talk to you privately? Qingru glanced at Shadowless and them. Before she could speak, Shadowless called, Qingru boss, go do what you need to do. Small Ginseng and Qiu Rang are protected by me. They're definitely fine. Boss. Nie Shuang stared at Shadowless in shock. She didn't understand how a goddess like Qingru became a boss. Plus, why did she feel Shadowless was familiar? He looked like her immortal pet. Okay then. Qingru saw that Shadowless and them were excited and didn't want to disappoint them. In a small immortal rest tower, as soon as they sat down, Nye Shuang asked Martial Sister Qing Ru, when I activated the ice god formation, did you break open it? Qing Ru knew what NSS wanted to say and nodded. Nye Shuang fell silent for a long while and asked, did you look down on what I did? So you didn't want to go back to the ice god palace? Qing Ru nodded and still didn't speak. Nye Shuang bit her lips and suddenly said, Martial Sister Qing Ru, thank you for opening it. Qing Ru suddenly got up and smiled. Even if I didn't open it, it wouldn't be able to do anything to Yi Mo. I'm going, take care. Nye Shuang got up too. Martial Sister Qing Ru, did you come here alone? No, I came with Yi Mo. Qing Ru felt she didn't need to hide this. Yi Mo, he's at the Void Marketplace too? Nye Shuang suddenly felt her throat becoming dry. Qing Ru sighed. Yes, he's here, I'm going. Seeing Qing Ru get to the door, Nye Shuang finally reacted and asked shakily again, what's that dragon horse-looking god beast? That's Yimo's god beast. It mutated from shadowless bug. It's probably from the dragon race. Qing Ru suddenly felt Nye Shuang was pitiful. She vindicated Dao, but what difference was this Dao vindication to not vindicating Dao? Thinking about this, she took out an exquisite, extreme grade flying immortal artifact and said, Yi Mo gave me this, you should have it. Then Qing Ru left, leaving the dazed Nye Shuang. Nye Shuang's brain was in a compelled mess. Shadowless bug. Was the two frosty eggs shadowless bug? She saved Yi Mo and had her soul frozen by that huge egg. It was because of that Yi Mo took her to the immortal realm. Her egg also turned into a cute immortal pet. Nye Shuang woke up, but found that Qing Ru was gone. She picked up the ship and suddenly noticed the words at the tail of the ship, Shuang's immortal ship. Nye Shuang finally realized why Qing Ru said Yi Mo gave her this. Yi Mo definitely prepared this ship for her, but she ambushed him. Yi Mo was extremely disappointed and gave the ship to Qing Ru. Now, Qing Ru gave it back to him. Nye Shuang's hands were shaky. She suddenly really wanted to go see Yi Mo, but she knew she had no face to see him. Small ginseng, I quite like this. In front of a stall, Shadowless grabbed a gray wood into his hand. What is it? Small ginseng and Qiu Rang squeezed over. Shadowless laughed. You won't understand, even if I tell you. Small ginseng, just pay the god crystals. Stall owner, how much is this wood? The stall owner was only a Dao Nourishment Divine Emperor. He could tell Shadowless was interested in this. His eyes spun, and he said, God Beast Master, everything I have here is the best. This thing is just 1,000,000 god crystals. Not expensive. This is good, Shadowless said. The stall owner immediately realized that he made the price too low despite raising it 10 times. He should have asked for 5,000,000. Now, that Shadowless grabbed this and said this was good. Many people came to watch immediately. Small ginseng felt around for a while and said with a bitter face, God crystals are with Sister Qing Ru. I have no god crystals. What are you doing? Why don't you have god crystals? I won't take you out to play next time. Qiu Rang hurry up and ask Qing Ru boss for god crystals. I'm waiting for you here. Shadowless ordered. Someone checked the gray wood in Shadowless's hands with spirit sense. God Beast Immortal Friend, can you show me this wood? A Dao Actualization Divine Emperor saluted with his fists. Shadowless immediately grabbed the wood tightly. No, I've already bought this. You haven't paid god crystals yet. This thing doesn't belong to you. Are you going to forcefully buy? That Dao Actualization Divine Emperor said. Small ginseng murmured, you have no experience. You didn't even buy the thing, and you underscore saying it's good. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc. Chapter 2235 Chaos Tree here. Chapter 22:35 Chaos Tree here. When Yi Mo saw Shadowless, he saw a blue light grab at the wood Shadowless clutched. Without hesitation, Yi Mo broke through space and grabbed it too. Thud! The space around Shadowless was smashed open by two giant essence chi hands. Even the stall before Shadowless turned to dust. Luckily, these two giant hands didn't let the essence chi expand. Even though Shadowless reached God Tao, he was smashed away by this terrifying explosion. The surrounding divine emperors were all pushed away by a powerful space force. Boss, you're here? Shadowless stood dustily and looked at Yi Mo. He saw Boss grab a gray wood. At the same time, he saw a green-robed strange who stood before him. He was the person who tried to rob his wood. This green-robed person wasn't simple to be able to fight over the wood block with Boss. The surrounding people also realized that Yi Mo and the green-robed person weren't simple. Plus, some people recognized Yi Mo. At this moment, small Ginseng and Chiu Rang, who were sent flying away, finally came back. Give me the wood. The green-robed man was shocked. He really didn't expect someone to attack later and still rob the thing. Since when did the human race have such powerful person? But he only finished half a sentence before stopping. He dazedly looked at Yi Mo and subconsciously asked, "It's you?" He seemed to have seen Yi Mo before. Yi Mo wasn't going to hand out what he got. He put away the wood block and looked at him. "You know me?" "I don't know you. I've never seen you." The green-robed man immediately said and tore open space. He was extremely shocked. Yi Mo was only a truth realization state, level 8 little cultivator, and now he was on par with him. How many years has it been? How insane was this guy? The nearby divine emperors saw someone easily tear open the space at the void marketplace and immediately held their breath. No one dared to talk. All those who could tear open space here was definitely primordial essence divine emperor. Yi Mo clearly had the upper hand to be able to fight over something with that person and make that person not dare to fight back. Clearly Yi Mo was a primordial essence divine emperor too. From this, one could see that the gray wood was something good, but no one dared to ask. "How much is your stall? I'll compensate you." Yi Mo looked at the Tao Nourishment Divine Emperor. 30 million, the Divine Emperor answered carefully. Even if Yi Mo didn't say this, he didn't dare to ask for compensation. Yi Mo took out a storage ring and said, "This is yours." Now, Zhen Bingyu, Mu Xiaoyan, and Qi Wanqing walked over. The last was Qingru. When she saw Zhen Bingyu, who was on par with her in beauty, she sighed suddenly and slowed down her footsteps. "Let's go." Yi Mo looked at them and said. Then he waved to Qingru. "Qingru, hurry, we're going." Qingru sped up and hesitated for a moment before saying, "Brother Yi, I want to stay at the Void Marketplace and venture alone just like Fu Fei. Perhaps that way I would be able to find the Tao suitable to me." Mu Xiaoyan immediately asked in shock, "Qingru, didn't we agree on going back to the Divine Tao realm together? Why did you suddenly?" Qi Wanqing was more sensitive than Mu Xiaohun. She subconsciously glanced at Zhen Bingyu and looked at Qingru. She found that these two were on par in beauty. Qingru suddenly wanted to stay in Void Marketplace. This was definitely related to Zhen Bingyu, but she didn't want to say this. Yi Mo didn't expect this too, but he soon understood Qingru's choice. Staying with him would mean she wouldn't experience dangers. She wasn't anything to him. It was very awkward for her to stay with him like this. Thinking about this, Yi Mo took out a storage ring to Qingru. "Since you want to stay in the Void Marketplace, of course I will respect your will. There's some cultivation resources in there and a god rune bead. It has 3 god runes inside. It's for you too." Nya Shuang stood at one corner and saw Yi Mo and them leave the Void Marketplace. She suddenly felt a little lost. At this moment, She thought about the ice grave she left at the Ice God Palace. She thought of the words she left behind. Don't think about the past. Work hard on vindicating Tao essence, and then go back to the Ice God Palace and see. A soft voice interrupted Nye Shuang Shuang. Martial Sister Qingru, how is it you? Nye Shuang Shuang turned around and looked at Qingru in disbelief. Before Qingru could answer, she desperately asked, Martial Sister Qingru, you came with Yi Mo to the Void Marketplace. Why didn't you leave with him? Are you not his woman? Nye Shuang Shuang suddenly felt she was speaking too vulgarly. She should have said Tao partner. Qingru smiled. Does his woman have to stay next to him? He has his own thing to do. I've vindicated Tao now, and I have my own things to do. Ha! Nye Shuang Shuang dazed again. She didn't expect Qingru to have advertently admitted it. Above Mou boat, everyone circulated around Yi Mo. Chiu Rang asked desperately, Boss, what is that block of wood? Shadowless. How did you recognize this wood? Yi Mo looked at Shadowless in confusion. This wood almost turned into an extremely ordinary spirit wood. Shadowless said, awkwardly, I felt this thing was very tasty, so I wanted to eat it. Yi Mo was speechless. It was Shadowless's instinct to eat. He took out the wood again. This is the tree heart of the Chaos Tree. I don't know why the Chaos Tree heart would be in a small stall in the Void Marketplace. He didn't know if the green-robed person recognized it too, but if he did, he was definitely a primordial essence divine emperor who had come in contact with the Chaos Tree. Yi Mo's words immediately shocked everyone. Chaos Tree heart. This was no simple thing. Yi Mo immediately asked. Zhen Bingyu smiled. When you come with me to the place we divided the Chaos Blue Reed, I will tell you, you can go forge your formation flags. I'm going to prepare for learning Tao essence. Then Zhen Bingyu ignored Yi Mo and left. Yi Mo looked at her figure and really didn't understand what she meant by so close. Shadowless and small ginseng weren't nearly as fast as Yi Mo controlling the ship, but Mo U-boat's level was too high. In just 2 years, they came to the Divine Tao Realm Harbor. Shadowless and them stayed in the Golden Page world. Yi Mo took Qi Wanqing and Mu Xiaonan out of the boat. Yi Mo looked at the messy and chaotic realm protection formation and sighed. Any race would be able to come and go as they please. There wouldn't even be a warning. But Yi Mo knew that it was impossible to set up realm protection formation before he was primordial essence divine emperor. He didn't know if Zhu Wuheng saved Juya. If Juya was saved, then it would be unreasonable if he didn't even help with formation. Immortal friends stopped as soon as Yi Mo and them landed on the divine Tao realm land. A Tao molding divine emperor and 2 immortal emperors landed. Yi Mo nodded. Although the realm protection formation wasn't set up, Luo Qingha and them were rather careful with the guarding of the place. Sect leader is back. A joyful voice sounded. A Tao actualization divine emperor crossed over. The tens of people behind him also came. Yi Mo knew this Tao actualization divine emperor. Yi Mo didn't know his name, but Yi Mo knew he came from the Void Marketplace. Hearing the divine Tao sect leader was back. All the immortals from the harbor came over wanting to see who this legendary sect leader was. Sect leader, I'll message the vice sect leaders and tell them to come over? The Tao actualization divine emperor said excitedly. Yi Mo waved his hand. No need. I'm going to see how well the divine Tao sect is doing. When I come back here again, I will be setting up realm protection formation. The divine Tao sect was in the center of the divine Tao realm. It was closer to the harbor. The divine Tao realm was extremely huge. The distance was still immense. So, the divine Tao sect set up a teleportation formation to the harbor. However, Yi Mo didn't take the teleportation formation. with his current power, the entire divine Tao realm was under his spirit sense. He used a simple transmission and was at the entrance to the divine Tao realm. The divine Tao sect looked grand. The dense god spirit Qi and powerful look made Yi Mo very happy. Luo Qinghe and them worked hard on the sect indeed. Yi Mo's spirit sense scanned casually in the sect and knew there were at least tens of thousands of sect members. This wasn't too big, but to be able to do this in 1,000 years was very amazing. He didn't leave behind many resources before. It wasn't even one corner of his current assets. Yi Mo nodded. I'm only one line from Primordial Essence Divine Emperor, but I'm not scared of any Primordial Essence Divine Emperors now. And I can set up Realm Protection Formation. Before they could rejoice, Yi Mo said again, and I also found where the World Mountain is. After I repair the Divine Tao Realm, I'll go see if I can get the World Mountain and repair the Realm Meridian. This time, it wasn't just joyful news now. When they first gathered together to form the Divine Tao sect, they wanted to repair the Divine Tao realm and was full of hot blood. However, everyone was very calm and knew it wasn't simple. No condition for repairing the realm was simple, but now Yi Mo said he could pretty much do all of it. I thought this was just to help gather the popularity of the human race. I didn't expect the realm could really be repaired. Qin Xuanji said shakily. When she first brought the news back to Divine Tao Realm, she knew there was very little chance of happening. But now, Yi Mo brought back hope. Extremely big hope. The group discussed some specifics about repairing the Divine Tao Realm and growing the Divine Tao sect. Yi Mo took out most of what he got to the Divine Tao sect and these Tao Essence Divine Emperors. He was going to repair the realm. He would have to leave to them for the growing of the sect. Before he repaired the Divine Tao realm, Yi Mo needed to go somewhere. Qi Wanqing and Mu Shaoren stayed in the Divine Tao sect. They needed to cultivate and couldn't follow Yi Mo. Yi Mo gave the two a jade card. With this, they could go into his golden page world at any time. God, Necropolis Domain. Yi Mo came here first. The god Necropolis Domain was under his spirit sense, but his spirit sense couldn't penetrate in. He was going to repair the Divine Tao realm, so he wasn't going to allow this block to stay outside. The first time he went in here, he almost died to the life crippling bridge. This was his second time coming here, but the god Necropolis Domain had no dangers to him at all now. In just a few steps, Yi Mo came before the life crippling bridge. There were still more than 10 divine emperors here learning god art. Yi Mo's spirit sense scanned across the entire god Necropolis Domain and found there were tens of people inside, but not a single familiar face. Gongyang wasn't here. Kong Qingtian wasn't here. As for that white-faced scholar who had feud with him, he wasn't here too. When Yi Mo's spirit sense scanned to a dried river, he finally saw a familiar person. It was a middle-aged woman, Tao Actualization Gan Shintong. However, she was heavily injured. Yi Mo walked to her in one step. Gan Shintong got up in shock, but when she saw it was Yi Mo, she said in surprise, "Brother Yi, you're still in here?" She thought Yi Mo hadn't left as well. Yi Mo smiled. "I went out and came back in." "What?" Gan Shintong said, and then she realized Yi Mo was joking with her. Chapter 2238, Repair the Divine Tao Realm. Chapter 2238, Repair the Divine Tao Realm. When he first got on the bridge, his soul was almost blown away by the bleak wind here. Under the guidance of Ji Shi, he stood on the Yin line and walked along the wall to survive. This time, the bleak wind automatically disappeared outside his realm domain. Yi Mo waved out a purple flame, and the bridge immediately cleared up. The bleak wind was instantly melted. The bridge before him cleared up. A simple bridge made with a few bamboo strands appeared before Yi Mo, saw Gongyang and who sat at the center of the bridge. However, his qi was extremely faint. Gongyang and probably knew that he couldn't pass the bridge, so he sat down. With Yimo's current cultivation level and formation skills, he could tell this bridge was just an illusion formation. This illusion formation was set up with very high-level means. There was a teleportation hole below the bridge. Mo scanned his spirit sense in and knew it was a teleportation formation. Based on the qi, it was probably connected to the nether realm. If one fell off the bridge, their soul would be swept away by the illusion formation. Their soul would be teleported through the black hole onto the samsara bridge. Why did someone set up an illusion formation here? Below the bridge was a real river, but it was covered by the illusion formation and seemed very eerie. The bleak qi that blew away souls were real. Mo released Little Blue and swept over. Instantly, all the bleak qi were burned clean. With this, the illusion formation was broken. Gongyang and suddenly woke up. He got up and then saw Mo. What is this? Your immortal friend, Yi? How did you get behind me? Gongyang and looked at Mo in surprise. Mo took out a pill and gave it to Gongyang. An immortal friend, Gongyang, your formation is damaged. Eat this pill first, and I'll send you out. This is just an illusion formation. It's not really life-crippling bridge. Gongyang ate the pill and subconsciously asked, illusion formation? Wait, how did you get behind me, immortal friend Yi? What pill did you just give me? Gongyang spent more than 1,000 years defending against the Yin wind and qi. His brain was a little stale. He felt his spirit sense and God essence rapidly recover. Even his life force started to recover. Immediately, he knew Yimo's God pill wasn't simple. Immortal friend Gongyang, I've vindicated primordial essence. Now, I'm going to repair the divine Tao realm. So I came to the God Necropolis domain to see what's going on here. How about I send you out now? Mo could only explain again. Immortal friend Yi, you're already primordial essence divine emperor? Gongyang dazed. This Mo was weaker than before, but now he reached primordial essence divine emperor? This change was too fast. Mo knew Gongyang and wouldn't be able to process things quickly. He had decided to repair the divine Tao realm life force here, and then search for the world mountain. Mo shot abstruse yellow qi into the realm, and Mo turned the chaos tree heart into life force. As the abstruse yellow qi fused into the broken realm, countless huge ravines, broken mountain ranges, dried rivers, and seas started to recover with Mo using his grand power to fuse the chaos tree heart in. At this moment, people in the divine Tao realm saw this. Facing such unprecedented greatness, they all rushed out of their residence and solitary cultivation grounds. Immortals who searched for God's spirit herbs stopped. Immortals who traded stopped. Immortals who fought, discussed, and cultivated all stopped. They flew into the sky and looked excitedly as the divine Tao realm was slowly repaired. Some extremely old divine emperors knelt on the ground praying for the divine Tao realm. Some weaker cultivation, level people saw divine emperors kneel on the ground, and so they all knelt too praying for the divine Tao realm. This is divine Tao sect starting to repair the divine Tao realm. The divine Tao sect was using the name to take over the divine Tao realm. I didn't expect they really are repairing the realm. It's the sect leader of the divine Tao sect coming back. The divine Tao sect members said that as soon as their sect leader came back, the divine Tao sect would begin repairing the divine Tao realm. The human race will finally prosper. The fortune of the divine Tao realm has come back. Luckily, our human race has a primordial essence, powerful being like divine Tao sect leader. Otherwise, we will forever cower in the divine Tao realm. Excited discussions sounded in every corner of the divine Tao realm. What excited them more was that the divine Tao realm wasn't just repairing. Every corner was emitting life force. This was injecting new life force into the divine Tao realm. Yemo stood above the god necropolis domain and felt quite tough. Even with the chaos tree giving him life force, he felt he couldn't handle this. He was no weaker than any primordial essence divine emperor, and even stronger than them. No primordial essence divine emperor could compare with his sea of consciousness, but repairing the divine Tao realm was no small matter. If he didn't have chaos tree and all these Tao fruits, he wouldn't be able to hold on anymore. When inserted all of the life force of the chaos tree heart, as well as the abstruse yellow chi into the divine Tao realm, he felt his soul shiver. The life force of the divine Tao realm paused. Yemo sighed. There wasn't enough life force in the chaos tree heart. It couldn't completely recover the life force of the divine Tao realm. He knew that if he took out the chaos tree, the divine Tao realm's life force would be completely repaired, but he really couldn't let go of it. Yemo scanned his spirit sense out. Chapter 2239. Let go. Chapter 2239. Let go despite feeling what Saint Ching felt. Yemo still hesitated. He didn't know if he should give up the chaos tree. It was too important to him. If it wasn't for the chaos tree at the Guangyuan Palace, he would have died. Yemo hesitated for a long while and eventually released the chaos tree. Repairing the divine Tao realm wasn't just important for the immortals in here, but also to him. He had the golden page world, bitter bamboo, and yellow middle plum. He had too much good things all to himself. If he still wasn't willing to give out the chaos tree and coldly watch as the divine Tao realm stayed broken, he would be too greedy. He started the divine Tao sect, and if he wasn't willing to let go of the chaos tree, it would be a huge irony. Thinking about this, Yemo didn't hesitate anymore. The chaos tree had once again grew to a huge tree of 1 km tall under the nourishment of chaos chi. As soon as Yemo released the chaos tree, its endless life force expanded out with Yemo's god art and swept across the entire divine Tao realm. It's chaos life force. It really is chaos life force. The divine Tao realm is going to be repaired. The chaos life force of chaos tree instantly swept across the entire divine Tao realm. Some people didn't even need to cultivate, and they were growing stronger. At this moment, everyone knelt towards divine Tao sect. They realized that even if this chaos life force wasn't the chaos tree, it was something on par with it. Since the divine Tao sect even took out such treasure, it meant that they truly wanted to repair the divine Tao realm. At this moment, on the largest square of the divine Tao sect, all sect members knelt on the ground. Even the vice sect leaders knelt on the ground. In the center of the square was an extremely huge altar. They were worshiping Heaven Tao, praying for the divine Tao realm. All the sect members knew that their sect leader was repairing the divine Tao realm. It's the chi of chaos tree. When Yemo took out chaos tree, Luo Qinghe, Qin Xuanji, and them instantly felt it. They were shaking with excitement. Their spirit sense couldn't see where Yemo was, but they knew it was definitely Yemo who took out the chaos tree. At this moment, they were all touched. Yemo was even willing to take out the chaos tree. Everyone here worked hard to repair the divine Tao realm, but if they had the chaos tree, would they be willing to take it out? Sect leader, I rejoice that I believed you. Qin Xuanji murmured. At this moment, Yemo was her god. It's chaos tree. Immortal goddess, sacred sect, Ji. She looked at the direction of divine Tao sect and murmured. When she heard Yemo came back, she was planning to go to divine Tao sect. Then she felt the divine Tao realm being repaired. The only person who could do this was Yemo. Now that Yemo even took out the chaos tree, she felt ashamed. Not everyone thanked the direction of Divine Tao sect. Gongyang and Gon Shintong and the Divine Emperors teleported out from the god Necropolis domain, thanked piously towards the god Necropolis domain. They knew Yemo was still in there. At this moment, the Divine Tao realm was in peace and harmony. There was no noisy sounds. Everyone was waiting for the Divine Tao broken realm to return to Divine Tao realm. At this moment, Yemo was immersed in the chaos tree, Divine Tao realm, world law, God art law. Perhaps he had fused into the Divine Tao realm with the chaos tree. Yemo caught countless chaotic world laws. He felt these messy laws weren't suitable for the current Divine Tao realm. At this moment, he started to immerse in these laws and rebuild the entire world law of the Divine Tao realm. Every time he saw a law he wasn't too clear on, he would subconsciously eat a yellow middle plum. The yellow middle plums were turned into word laws. Yemo mastered these laws and infused them into the Divine Tao realm. After an unknown amount of time, Yemo suddenly felt his sea of consciousness rumble again. Extremely clear Tao laws, and laws derived from world laws. It was as though it was grown in his will. At the same time, endless God essence filled his body. Yemo knew he was no longer half primordial essence. A clear, great Tao wave circulated around him. The entire universe void was in his will. Yemo knew that he only needed to lift a hand to turn a realm into nothing. Yemo suddenly opened his eyes. His spirit sense easily pierced many realms. He even saw the immortal realm. This is the power of primordial essence, Divine Emperor. Yemo murmured. He knew he had truly vindicated primordial essence Tao. Such powerful feeling. If he faced Feng Guang and them ganging up on him, he could instantly kill those five. He felt his primordial essence compared to the primordial essence of other primordial essence Divine Emperors were heavens apart. He didn't use a single god crystal's reaching primordial essence. All of the energy came from the Divine Tao realm giving back to him. Yemo took back his spirit sense and subconsciously waved his hand. The messy world laws were easily repaired. These world laws were also imprinted in his brain. He didn't even use spirit will 9 transformations, and it reached Nineth transformation. He didn't need to try, and 9 great primordial god runes formed that could destroy everything. Heaven flame, 9 suns. When you reach this state, you would never have to be confused about things below that state. Yemo truly understood the meaning of primordial essence now. He let go of the chaos tree and opened his heart. Now he learned everything. Yemo didn't try samsara god art, but he felt his samsara god. Art could easily make a primordial essence Divine Emperor go into samsara. Power was sometimes just one thin layer. When you didn't even notice, you've already broken through it. And now, power was in your hands. Yemo's spirit sense scanned out. The Divine Tao realm appeared, completely repaired. Life force oozed out. The disappeared mountain ranges, God's spirit herb, and landscape were formed. It was as though he walked into a new world. However, Yemo knew this was just the surface. He only repaired a part of the Divine Tao realm. The realm meridian and foundation hasn't been repaired. If he wanted the Divine Tao realm to be this pretty forever, then he would need to repair the realm meridian and foundation. To do this, he needed to find World Mountain. Thinking about the chaos tree he gave up, he suddenly felt sad. He wanted to turn around and take the withered chaos tree. However, he found in surprise and joy that the chaos tree instantly sprouted up in green. Life force and world laws surged out of the Divine Tao realm. These life force and laws entered the chaos tree. The chaos tree visibly grew large. 3 meters, 6 meters, 30 meters, 33 meters, _ the life force being returned was definitely chaos life force. However, it was denser, greater, and more eternal than the life force chaos tree gave out. The chaos life force with primordial chaos chi was the return gift of the divine Tao realm. Even though Yi Mo was a primordial essence divine emperor, he was struck by this huge surprise. Yi Mo instantly realized where the life force came from. Some of it came from the luck of the human race. Some of it came from the previous body of the chaos tree. The chaos tree was broken in the divine Tao realm, and its life force dispersed here, but didn't disappear. Now that he brought chaos tree here to repair the divine Tao realm, the chaos tree life force came back. This was returning things to its original owner. This was the generous return gift of the divine Tao realm. Everything had spirit, much less the powerful divine Tao realm. 300 meters, 3 km. The chaos tree grew to 30 kilometers before stopping. The extremely dense life force made all the immortals in the divine Tao realm feel endless fortune. Yi Mo put the tree away and sighed. He didn't know how tall the original tree was. This was only some remaining life force, and it made his chaos tree grow to 30 kilometers. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A, and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Almost everyone in the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect thanked Yi Mo. Even though Yi Mo started trouble at the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect, he didn't hide the fact that the secret realm was left by Saint Qing. Yi Mo was very happy with the state of divine Tao realm now. It was repaired, and the human race were united in an unprecedented way. Yi Mo's spirit sense broke through realms and landed at Mo Immortal Sect. He saw Qingxue, Luo Ying, Yi Mo. At this moment, he was so excited that he almost went back immediately. But Yi Mo resisted the urge. He took back his spirit sense. He was afraid he wouldn't be able to resist it. Even if he was to see them, he would need to repair the divine Tao realm protection formation first. Outside the divine Tao realm, Yi Mo started to set up all sorts of formations. Yi Mo sent out formation flags and God Spirit ranges. The God Spirit range only directed God Spirit range. The formation didn't need this God Spirit range to run. The God Spirit source needed by the realm formation were mostly devoured from the void. Yi Mo was primordial essence divine emperor, and because he repaired the divine Tao realm and learned countless world laws, he mastered countless God art laws. It was extremely hard to find another primordial essence divine emperor who had mastery over this many laws and world laws. Yi Mo was a top formation grandmaster too. He didn't need anyone to help to perfect the realm protection formation. However, even as powerful as Yi Mo, this wasn't done in a short while. Yi Mo was grateful that all those primordial essence divine emperors attacked him. Without them, he wouldn't have all these materials. A month later, Yi Mo completely set up the divine Tao realm protection formation. Then, he breathed easy and returned to the divine Tao sect. He was going to leave the divine Tao realm to the immortal realm. He needed to tell Luo Qinghe and them first. Plus, he needed to hand the controlling formation flags to Luo Qinghe and them. Knowing Yi Mo was back, Luo Qinghe and them greeted him with overwhelming excitement. Even Qi Wanqing came to Yi Mo, not wanting to cultivate. Sect leader, I really didn't expect the divine Tao realm could be repaired to this state. I thought it would take hundreds of thousands or even millions of years to repair the divine Tao realm. Qin Xuanji was the most excited. At this moment, she was willing to do anything for Yi Mo. Yi Mo was in a good mood too. After everyone calmed down, Yi Mo said, The Divine Tao realm is repaired, but I still need to find materials to repair the realm meridian as quickly as possible. I also need to tell you guys, I've repaired the realm formation. It's the best formation. I've been to the dragon race, and their realm formation can't compete with ours at all. This caused some more ruckus. Completing the realm formation was no small matter. He wasn't too sure before if Yemo was primordial essence, but now he realized Yemo was definitely primordial essence Divine Emperor. Hearing that Ji Lin wanted to spirit control the entire Divine Tao realm, almost everyone looked at Ji Lin. Ji Lin quickly bowed. Sect leader, there's definitely no such thing. Ji Lin is a Divine Tao realm Divine Emperor. How would I dare to spirit control Divine Tao realm? Ji Lin is already very regretful asking for the immortal goddess sacred sect saint to sacrifice to the mountain. I've already removed the great sun god mountain. Really? But why is a beast race Divine Emperor like you in our human race sect? If you think you can hide from me with your little power, you're too coxy. Yemo's words were very shocking. Almost everyone looked at Ji Lin. Ji Lin had always been human race Divine Emperor. How did he become beast race? Sect leader Ji Lin Divine Emperor has always been our great sun god mountain Divine Emperor. And Mo interrupted Dong and again, immortal friend Dong, this Ji Lin is possessed. Although this happened a long time ago, he's not human race. Other people couldn't see Ji Lin's chi, but Mo was primordial essence, and everything in the world was at his will. How could he not see this? Ji Lin, you're really from the beast race. Dongan looked at Ji Lin in disbelief. Then he realized, no wonder when the Aquarius race invaded, you happened to be in solitary cultivation. Ji Lin's face changed. He knew he was caught. His figure began to dim as he wanted to run. It would be too much of a joke if a half-primordial essence could get away from Mo. Ji Lin's figure immediately became solid again. Don't even think about getting away from me. Mo threw out a fireball onto Ji Lin. Yet, this most ordinary fireball magic turned a half-primordial essence to dust. A fireball killing half-primordial essence. Despite this half-primordial essence being beast race, everyone in the palace felt cold. Mo's cultivation level was beyond their imagination. This was the difference between heaven and earth. Thank you, sect leader. Otherwise, we wouldn't even know that the #1 divine emperor of the great sun god mountain is a beast race. I'm going back to the great sun god mountain. Now, please understand, sect leader. Dongan got up and bowed. Mo understands Dongan. The #1 divine emperor of the great sun god mountain just got annihilated. The sect needs to be reorganized. He nodded. Do as you please, immortal friend Dong. After Dong and left, Zhu Wenmao said, Qian Bei, thank you Qian Bei for building our Suyu Divine Tao. Mo knew that Lu Zhong was scared of him, giving him a fireball too. Lu Zhong was cocky, but Mo didn't plan to kill him. Now that Zhu Wenmao spoke, Mo saluted with his fists. Congratulations on building Suyu Divine Tao again. Lu Zhong quickly bowed too. Lu Zhong was blind before and dared to offend sect leader. Please punish me. Chapter 2242 Mother. Chapter 2242 Mother Ji Cine sighed. She knew that neither her nor her immortal goddess sacred sect was anything to Mo. If it was before, immortal goddess sacred sect might be able to get a lot of support, but now if Mo said anything, perhaps the entire divine Tao realm would attack the immortal goddess sacred sect. This meant that if Mo wanted to annihilate the immortal goddess sacred sect, he wouldn't even to do it himself. Luckily, Mo didn't hide the feet of immortal goddess sacred sect Saint Qing. Sect leader, please ask me anything. Ji Cine will tell you everything I know. Jean Cine sat down and answered. Mo nodded and sat down. When I was at the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect Prison Door Mountain, I saw some white bones and a chain made with Heaven Luo essence metal. I really want to know what that is. Jean Cinny was shook. She didn't expect Yi Mo to ask about the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect. She fell silent for a long time and said, "This is an internal matter of the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect. But since the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect has offended sect leader Yi many times, I'm willing to answer this question." Yi Mo was hopeful. He really wanted to know what relation those white bones had with him. Why did he feel sad when he saw it? Jean Cinny collected her thoughts and said, "Slowly, the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect has also valued virginity to be sacred. It is the most important thing in the sect. The sacredness of an ordinary immortal goddess was so important, much less the saint of our sect. However, not everything goes as planned. The 73rd saint of the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect, Yuan Ruatio, was very talented and had the foundation to reach primordial essence. However, in a trial she had, she lost her virginity, and she wasn't willing to say who she lost her virginity to. In the end, she was locked by the martial ancestor in the prison door mountain burned by the Een fire. A bunch of inhuman fake nuns. Do you not have parents yourselves? Fuck. Yi Mo cursed. It was fine to keep virginity, but because one lost it, they would be burned by Een fire for countless years. Yi Mo looked down on this. At most, they should be punished and kicked out of the sect. Even a Tao Essence Divine Emperor wouldn't be able to last long under such inhumane torture. Hearing this, Jean Cinny's face changed, but she sighed. Yi Mo could say whatever he wanted. Could she rebel? Yi Mo sneered at Jean Cinny. "Do you think you can't resist me?" When Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect threw Juan Ruatio into the prison door mountain to be burned, could she resist? Remember, don't do to others what you don't want to happen to yourself. Jean Cinny knew there was no point arguing with Yi Mo about this. She just said, "Ruatio still gave birth to a girl in there." In order to protect her daughter, she used all her life force and burned her essence blood to tear open the void and get her maid Wan Huiyan to take her daughter and leave the sect. This is all I know. As for where Wan Huiyan went, no one in the Immortal Goddess Sacred Sect knows. Do you have an image of Saint Ruatio? Yi Mo asked again. Jean Cinny nodded and took out a blank jade slip and then imprinted an image for Yi Mo. Yi Mo looked in the jade slip. It was an extremely beautiful woman. Yi Mo felt she was familiar. He seemed to have seen this image somewhere before. Seeing Yi Mo frown and not talk, Jean Cinny didn't say anything. After a long while, she remembered who this image was. He took away a woman called Gong Linxiu from Feng Kong Grand Emperor Estate. She left 2 images. One was his mother of his past life, and one was Goddess Ningxi, who served his mother. TL note, chapter 1969. Visit website Our List novel. His mother looked really similar to Ruatio Saint. Was Ruatio Saint his kin? Yi Mo thought of what Linxiu said. Ningxi raised you up and had feelings for you. She was scared you would suffer in the cultivation realm, so she wanted to go down and take care of you. That night, Ningxi left the estate, and I've never heard of her ever since. When he was thrown into the cultivation realm by Feng Kong Grand Emperor, Ningxi went down to find him. Thinking about how he was thrown into East Black State, Yi Mo's spirit sense immediately pierced many realms and landed on Luoyu continent. Moyu City was still the same. Yi Mo saw many familiar people there. Ning Sis Huang, Mu and Li Sandow. Soon, Yi Mo got up. He saw Ning Si. She was a bit old, but her looks were still there. Yi Mo didn't know how Ningxi went to the cultivation realm, but he knew it was very hard for a great immortal to go to the cultivation realm alone. But since he saw Ningxi, it meant that she did it. However, her chi was messy and her life force was dispersed. It seemed she might die at any time. She lived alone at a spirit chi-arid mountain. She was quite distant from mortal villages. She just looked at the distant sky. Yi Mo knew that she probably knew she didn't have long to live. Yi Mo didn't dare to stay here. He sound transmission to Qin Xuanji. I'm leaving the sect for a while. I'll leave the Divine Dao sect and Divine Dao realm to you guys. Then, Yi Mo disappeared from the guest palace. Qin Xuanji knew Yi Mo went to find World Mountain. She quickly bowed. Yes, sect leader. Jean Sinny got up and looked at the direction Yi Mo disappeared. She wasn't strong, but her knowledge was there. How could she not tell that Yi Mo crossed the void without even needing to tear it? Just how much power was needed for this? Jiang Lian Peak was a short mountain range. There was an extremely tall peak called Jiang Lian Peak in the ranges. There were plenty of spirit herbs there. So, the nearby residents called this entire place Jiang Lian Ranges. Chapter 2243, Sad Choice. Chapter 2243, Sad Choice. I'm baby. Yi Mo suddenly realized Ningxi didn't know he was called Yi Mo in this life at all. She recognized him purely based on instinct. Great that you're still alive. Ningxi didn't even hear clearly what Yi Mo said his name was. She was just immersed in the excitement. As an immortal, she had been cultivating her entire life. When she reached great eternity immortal, she knew she reached her limit. Then, she saw Yi Mo's mother, who escaped to Feng Kong Grand Emperor Estate. Yi Mo was taken care of by her. The maternal instinct was completely activated by Yi Mo. Yi Mo had been under her constant care almost every moment. Comparatively, Yi Mo's real mother wasn't that close to Yi Mo. When Yi Mo grew up and her mother found Yi Mo's spirit root was messy and couldn't cultivate, she gave Yi Mo to her and left. Yi Mo became her entire world. From the beginning to the end, she thought of Yi Mo's as her own child. Because of this, when Yi Mo was ordered to be sent into the cultivation realm, she tried all means to follow into the cultivation realm despite losing lifespan. Feeling the withered chi on Ningxi, Yi Mo pulled out some life force from the chaos tree and fused them onto Ningxi. At this moment, Ningxi woke up from her initial excitement and joy. She immediately felt the change on her body. Her looks became young in an instant. Not only so, her cultivation level started to recover. It went all the way to great eternity immortal peak before stopping. With this, her lifespan went back to her. When Ningxi immediately knew what happened, you gave me chaos life force. When Ningxi looked at Yi Mo in shock, she felt a deep fear. Now, instead, how could her baby have chaos life force? It's said that the purest chaos life force came from the chaos tree. Regardless if baby had this, he would die if news spilled out. Yi Mo felt this deep worry from when Ningxi. He was touched at how much Show Mother loved her. Show Mother, don't worry about me. I have chaos life force, but no one can take it. Yi Mo comforted. Ningxi quickly stopped Yi Mo from talking and pulled Yi Mo inside the house. Then she set up a few restrictions before saying, Baby, do you know how many people want chaos life force? All immortals want it. Do you know how many powerful beings there are in the immortal realm? Even immortal emperors aren't at the peak. There are still Dao Vindication Divine Emperors. When Ningxi suddenly stopped, she found her cultivation level had recovered, but she didn't feel the pressure of the world law. What was going on? Why do I feel no suppression? She suddenly realized. Yi Mo quickly let Wen Ningxi sit down and told her his story. The entire day, when Ningxi sometimes stood up nervously, sometimes breathed easy. After hearing all this, she still asked in disbelief, Baby, you were thrown down by the Feng Emperor to rebirth for a second time. You went to the immortal realm and fought with Emperor Feng? There's a realm above the immortal realm? You're saying Tao vindication is just the start of Tao. As she spoke, she couldn't resist standing up again. Baby, you're not a cultivator? By the way, why can't I see your cultivation level? Yemo quickly explained, Tao vindication is just the beginning of learning world laws. Tao vindication first step is split into Tao molding, Tao nourishment, and Tao actualization. After Tao actualization peak stage, if you have enough talent and fortune, you can reach second step Tao essence. Tao essence is divided into primary stage, middle stage, tertiary stage. After Tao essence peak stage, you have the chance of entering third step Tao vindication primordial essence. In the endless void, there are very few primordial essence divine emperor. There might not even be more than 10. Yemo guessed that if he didn't kill 5 primordial essence divine emperors in one go, there would be 10 primordial essence divine emperor. But now it was uncertain. When Ningxi was a great eternity immortal, but she had never come in contact with Tao vindication level. She always thought that immortal emperor Tao vindication was the extreme, but Yemo opened a new door for her. How would you know all this? After a long while, when Ningxi asked in a daze, Show mother, it's because I'm already a primordial essence divine emperor. So even if I expose chaos life force, there won't be any danger. Yemo answered, when Ningxi realized that Yemo had stood at the peak now. I can stand here because, yes, I changed the world laws here. You will be unaffected. When Ningxi had been in the cultivation realm for too long, she was finally certain that what Yemo said was true. She was so excited she couldn't speak a word. In her eyes, Emperor Feng was the strongest in the immortal realm, but her baby could fight with him, and now even reached primordial essence. Just how amazing was this? Yemo sat quietly with Ningxi like this. After a long while, when Ningxi still said worriedly, Baby, even though you're primordial essence, you must remember to not reveal you have chaos life force so easily. There are countless powerful beings in the universe. Who knows if you will see them? Then she breathed easy. You mum definitely will be very happy if she knew you can cultivate and vindicated Tao. Yemo guessed some things, but still asked, Zhou mother, do you know what my mother is called? Hearing this, when Ningxi seemed to begin reminiscing the past, after a long while she said, Your mother is called Wanjun. Wasn't Wanju the immortal goddess sacred sect, Saint Juan Ruatio's daughter? Juan Ruatio was her grandmother. No wonder he felt sad seeing those bones. At this moment, Yemo wanted to charge into immortal goddess sacred sect and turn them to dust, but he held his fury. The people in immortal goddess sacred sect now had nothing to do with his grandmother. Plus, even his grandmother probably didn't want him to destroy the immortal goddess sacred sect. When Ningxi sighed, I believe your father probably went to find immortal spirit items to change your spirit root. She's had the hardest life. She definitely went to the most dangerous place, so she couldn't take you. After she knew you couldn't cultivate, she purposely didn't care about you so that Emperor Feng wouldn't get angry at you. Hearing this, Yemo was struck. He had always thought his mother abandoned him because his talent was bad. To a mother, abandoning him was the saddest decision. After knowing he was abandoned a few times, Yemo was never sad, nor did he care about who abandoned him. Only this time, the sadness in his heart was uncontrollable. At this moment, he cared about his mother so much. Yemo thought about how his grandmother used all her life force to protect her mother, and how her mother went out alone to find things so he could cultivate. At this moment, his eyes went wet again. His mother went out for this long and never came back. How could it be good? At this moment, space near Yemo started to crumble. His Tao law was too powerful, and the world law of the cultivation realm was too low. It couldn't handle his sadness. Baby, don't worry. Your mother will definitely come back. When Ningxi felt Yimo's powerful sorrow and quickly wiped his tears and clutched his hand tightly. At the same time, she realized what Yimo said was all true. Just from how Yimo's Tao waves moved, it was enough to collapse space here. Just what power was this? Yimo regained his senses and forced down his sorrow. He waved his hand and repaired the broken space law. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A, and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2244, Vast Majority. Chapter 2244, Vast Majority. At the next moment, his spirit sense pierced countless realms and searched the entire cosmos. Other than some realms that his spirit sense couldn't penetrate, and those realms protected by formations, his spirit sense didn't find his mother. Even Yimo couldn't handle doing this for an extended period of time. His sea of consciousness ached, and his face went pale. Baby, what happened to you? When Ningxi quickly used her immortal essence to help Yimo took back his spirit sense tiredly. He shook his head and said coarsely, I'm fine. Mother Zhou, why are you here? The spirit chi here is so arid. Your mother left me a top realm breaking rune. After Emperor Feng sent you to rebirth in the cultivation realm, I burned my life to activate it. Although I knew you were on Luo Yu Continent East Black State, but I didn't know exactly where you were. I didn't have cultivation level, but I knew I could find you. I've been searching for you ever since. I believed that if I found you, I would be able to recognize you even though you reincarnated. Yimo clutched when Ningxi's hands even tighter. He hated himself for not knowing this earlier. If he did, Mother Zhou wouldn't have to suffer this much. Luckily, he reached Primordial Essence Divine Emperor. Otherwise, even if Mother Zhou died like that, he wouldn't know there were people searching for him in East Black State. Feeling Yimo's guilt, when Ningxi grabbed Yimo's hand and said, I've lost my cultivation level, and I wasn't able to find you after all these years. That year, I saw two women who were also finding people, but weren't able to. We lived together at Jianglian Peak. When Ningxi sighed, compared to them, I'm much more fortunate. At least I found you. When Ningxi seemed to have suddenly thought of something and looked at Yimo, baby, what did you say your name was? Mother Zhou, I'm Yimo. Yimo quickly answered. Yimo. Mother Zhou frowned and said, those two women living with me seem to be looking for Yimo. Hearing this, Yimo dazed and desperately asked, Mother Zhou, what were they called? Feeling Yimo's desperation, when Ningxi quickly said one was called Yun Bing and another was called Yin Qin Yan, Yimo was completely dazed. It was Yun Bing and Sister Yin. How could they be in East Black State? When he came to find Qi Wan Qing in East Black State, he didn't see them. Yimo dazed for a moment and grabbed Wen Ningxi's hands, asking excitedly, Mother Zhou, where is Sister Yin and Yun Bing? Yin Qin Yan's grave. Yun Bing's grave. Yimo stood numbly before the two graves and was silent. Yun Bing's look flashed before him. Sister Yan's face flashed before him. When he went back to Earth, he thought Sister Yan no longer existed. He didn't expect that she actually was and came to the cultivation realm. Yimo took out Sister Yan's diary. When he saw Sister Yan for the second time, he didn't intend to open it. Yimo said again before when Ningxi asked, Mother Zhou, don't worry. I have Chaos World. I can tear open any realm. No world law can bind me. Chaos World. When Ningxi was shocked again. This was something more insane than the chaos life force. Yimo moved Yun Bing and Sister Yan's grave into the Golden Page world, and then took Wen Ningxi to his Golden Page world. Yimo started to set up Yun Bing and Sister Yan's home. Even if it was a grave, he would make it the prettiest garden. Perhaps one day he would be able to see the reincarnated them. An endless world appeared before Ningxi, endless life force, endless lush green, endless land. Seeing this grand world, Ningxi immediately knew this was a real chaos world, not some small world or truth spirit world. Baby, if your mother knew how much you have achieved, how happy would she be? When Ningxi suddenly felt that her hardship all these years were nothing, seeing how much her baby accomplished. When she saw Yi Mo standing before the two graves, when Ningxi suddenly thought of something and went to Yi Mo, giving him a jade slip. Baby, your mother left you this before she left. Yi Mo scanned his spirit sense in, and a clear print came into his mind. Baby, mother didn't abandon you. Mother went to find clear spirit heart lotus for you. When mother finds it for you, you can begin cultivation. When you master a great God art, mother will take you to find grandmother. Your grandmother is too kind-hearted and won't let mother annihilate immortal goddess sacred sect. When mother isn't with you, Ningxi is your mother too. You must wait till mother comes back. Don't run around. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A, and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2246 Tao has no extreme. Chapter 2246 Tao has no extreme. The nether realm space was making cracking sounds, but it was still sturdy. The 9 great primordial god runes created 9 distinctively distorted waves that were instantly fixed. Yimo's feeling was that the pressure of this world instantly increased again. Even though he was primordial essence divine emperor, he couldn't stand up from this powerful suppression. Rumble. Yimo punched at the void realm, suppressing him. The void realm before him instantly started to crumble. Large black holes started appearing, and countless souls were swept in. Yimo was shocked. Although he was annoyed at the world law suppression, he didn't plan to throw these souls into the black hole. When Yimo opened the black hole, Yimo felt the anger of the entire nether realm. Even more powerful suppression came. Yimo sighed and put away Heaven Flame 9 Suns. If he really released Heaven Flame 9 Suns here, probably less than 10% of the souls would survive. Thud. An extremely powerful samsara law power struck on Yimo. Combined with the world pressure of the nether realm, Yimo was smashed out of the nether realm. Yimo landed next to a long river. His face was bad. He knew he was no longer in the nether realm, but the abyssal realm. The nether realm law seemed to know it was impossible to kill Yimo, so it kicked Yimo away. Yimo grabbed at the void. He found the realm that he could easily tear before it wasn't torn open. Just when Yimo wanted to release Zisu, he felt the nearby space wave and quickly put away Zisu. Then he saluted with his fists, so its immortal friend Len. Then a figure landed next to Yimo. How is immortal friend Yi here? This person was primordial essence divine emperor Len Shuachi. He sensed the world laws of the abyssal realm change, so he came to check. He didn't have much friendship with Yimo, but neither much conflict. He rejoiced he had no conflict with Yimo. He knew about Zhuge Pu Yangxi, and 4 primordial essence divine emperors searching for Yimo Tang. Songyi knew about this too. Now, Yimo appeared, but the primordial essence divine emperors searching for him were completely gone. From this, one could see how terrifying Yimo was. Because of this, when Yimo appeared with murderous chi in the abyssal realm, Len Shuachi spoke extremely politely. I went to find the souls of a few friends in the abyssal realm, but I was suppressed by world law and sent here. I'll borrow immortal friend Len's land to rest for a while, and I'll continue back my way into the nether realm. Seeing Len Shuachi being so polite, Yemo answered politely too. After when Ningxi left, Yemo grabbed at the heartless sea. The hidden sea corner was grabbed out immediately. The countless corner soul we'd shot out like asteroids disappearing into the endless, heartless sea. Juya just reacted, and his fury shot up. He hacked at Yemo with this blue light. A weak realm like Luo, you immediately wobbled under this. Only Primordial Essence Divine Emperor could find cultivation realms easily and tear open the space, but never would a Primordial Essence Divine Emperor damage a cultivation realm or fight there. Juya as a Primordial Essence Divine Emperor fought at Luo Yu continent. This was breaking the code between Primordial Essence Divine Emperor. One could imagine that once he hacked out this blue light, the entire Luo Yu continent would disappear. At this moment, the countless cultivators of Luo Yu cultivation realm felt the entire continent wobble. They felt the world law was about to be broken, and the entire continent would be crushed. All cultivators rushed out worriedly. Seeing Juyo attack like this, Yemo was furious. At the same time Juyo attacked, Yemo released countless formation flags and stabilized the space here. Otherwise, just by their force would this continent turn to dust. Yemo didn't even dare to counterattack. He could only take this hit by force and seal this place as quickly as possible. Rumble! That blue light struck on Yemo's chest. Yemo's clothes was torn open and blood flew out. Even Yemo's chest bones were hurt, but Yemo sealed this place quickly. Luo Yu continent finally stabilized. Those cultivators who didn't know what happened could only regard it as heaven's power. Father, this is cultivation realm, Ju Wuhong called. Juya noticed that his immortal slayer beam didn't cut Yemo in half. You're a divine body. No wonder you have such courage. I'm going to see if your god art is as powerful as your courage. Juya sneered, and this time more than 10 blue lights appeared. Yemo released Zisu and sliced across a twisted sword rune in the void. He sneered, you have no chance anymore. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip, you can use left, right, A, and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. You're tuning into the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.